Alright, hello again. Sorry about my chair here. I rerouted this power wire, which you can't see now. It's underneath the hard drive tray. I have this back together. But as you see, it's pretty quiet. But when it gets hot, this fan ramps up and then it kind of gets loud for a little bit. But it's a pretty nice system overall. I'm going to put this down and put the cover back on and slide it back up and get this other PC on the table and show you. Alright, if everyone's back with me, I'll just go over the dents in the case here. But I did repair it a little bit a while back just to turn it on. I'm going to plug it all in here and turn it on and see where it stands. But I ordered my RAM for the one back here. 60 bucks for a 32 gig kit, so that's two 16 gig modules. These are video storage drives. I think they're 2 terabyte each. Yeah, 2 terabyte. These are probably 1 terabyte, 320 on that one. I don't know if it's 512 or a terabyte. It's probably something like that. 650 Supernova gold rated EVGA power supply. The burn up fan control module there. This piece here. Turn it around. This is these are going to be one of them is going to be a NAS server, but this has an i7 in it. It has 12 gigs of Dominator RAM, the stock cooler on it. I have a cooler that I ordered, but I might order a different one. I ordered a while back. One of the 650 Ti cards is out of it. It's laying somewhere in the room here. But it had 2 of those. It'd be nice if they were 1080s, but those are older cards. Like I said, the Quattro, these are 2 gig boosted, but it was an EVGA theme. But the 8 gig Quadros, a cheaper upgrade. Look at the dust on the fans. I think this is could probably just plug the cables in and power it on. It looks like everything's plugged in that needs to be. What's nice about these boards is you have 3 of the red SATAs or RAID, and then you have 6 other SATAs, so you have 9. You could have up to 9 SATA drives, which the drive trays are out of this for the SSD drives I had, and I think I had 6 in the other one. There's several mechanical drives in this one. But that's a project coming up. I'm going to use one of these cases here. Some people online that watch the computer stuff. These hold up to 12 hard drives. I don't know if these have CD trays or anything. That's one of the things with this case here I was putting together. I think I'm going to use that for a different build. This one here, I'm going to use this old HP case, I think. Just because if I use the case over here that I was building for that, which the lighted fans and all that, there's no CD-ROM or anything, and I want to well, I'm going simple lighting with just RGB, you know, nothing too flashy. These here blink and do all kinds of stuff. So it's kind of like eye candy when you look at it. I ordered a pack of 10 CMOS batteries because all these CMOS batteries are probably dead, but this board needs dusted off. I do have 24 gig RAM kits for these. These boards will hold quite a bit of RAM. This one, I do have 6 core processors. I don't know if I'll leave the 3 cards in it or go to 1, or usually I do 2. There's another one in the other room I'll show you. I've shown it before. I have a few other ones The one in the other room, I have to put a power supply back in it. You know, when you rob something to, because it has the type plugs you need, but it has two GTX 250s. Those are special edition ones. They came with oh, it's a popular game still today, first-person shooter kind of game. I'll think of it, you know, at some point. But these are 2 gig cards. Again, they're old. Like a new Titan or a used Titan you can get for, well, depending, a 6 gig, an 8 gig, a 12 gig. Like the 12 gig one, about $170, which anything DirectX 12, I mean, it depends on what game you're playing, but RAM seems to be like 16 gig, 32 gig, 24 gig, you know, if you're doing video editing, depending on what you're doing. But these are custom or purpose built, or what you would call gamers. Like, gamers usually had the fastest, you know, latest whatever, or bigger video cards, or just a little bit more horsepower overall. Or computer people in general. Since I kind of did this for a living. But these are my personal ones. It's a shame that these cases got damaged, but they're dirty. But I do have 2 of these cases. Got some other parts over here. So these are all going to be builds. Like, this is, you know, for older games. You could run it all on one new one, but since I have a few of these boards and a few of these older cases, I might do some custom paint on them, which some of them I will, or a certain theme. But that's stuff to look forward to in the mess. But I'm going to start taking this apart, because when I turn it on, whatever's making it shut off, it's either that shorted light controller, which or fan controller, which I unplugged, or the motherboard might be tweaked a little bit, and I don't want to damage the board. I know the case is tweaked, but I need to dust these off and clean them up, and I got a couple things I'm waiting on before I finish some of these videos, or, you know, record putting it into another case or whatever. I'm not going to bore you with every little part of it, but this one's pretty loaded down. Some of these cards, they still work great. They look cool. They're not flashy. Some of the newer RAM blinks and lights, which is cool if you like to make it look good. You can do that for, you know, a few $100 and still have a pretty decent little computer. This has the single SLI where the other one had the sync and all that. Some of these you don't need the cable, or, well, Radeons with their Crossfire, you just plug them in. I think NVIDIA had something that linked the NVRAM or whatever in their program. It's been a while since I really messed with it, but these are set up for 3 cards. I was looking to see if it had a 4, but what you want the fastest is usually the top. What these lack in, well, today's motherboards is the NVMe or the M.2. I think there is a SATA somewhere on this. It's where I plugged in my Wi-Fi. I think it's right behind the video card on this, or it's rammed up in there. Like, the layout of it's a little bit goofy for... like I say, newer cards, you could just do one and you don't need to... You never... Well, I don't want to say you don't need to, but... It does use a little more power, and you have to power them. These use 6-pin... I don't know what the wattage draw on this is, but... When I ran these, they would heat up a room, so they became heaters. But... there's a look at it, and then I've showed the case kinda. There's nothing flashy about it. Excuse me. What I'm thinking about doing, since this will hold 12 drives, I could definitely fill it up with SSD or some of these mechanical, because storing videos and, well, all the other stuff. But this was a FSP case. It was like the 510, I think. It had glass on the front and the sides, which I think when they were new, about 3-4 years ago, because I put these together like 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And they've been setting for maybe a year or two. Because I have other computers, like the stuff I kept over the years, my own personal stuff, or stuff I bought, or stuff I might throw on eBay and sell, or just stuff I kept, or stuff I don't need. When you work on stuff, I don't do a lot of it anymore, but I got a lot of stuff that still works. Like over there's my Wi-Fi card. Like some of the newer boards have that built on it. I'll get into some of that, but there's other channels that do it too, so not to sound like a know-it-all, but I do know quite a bit. This has an adapter cable right here for this panel up here. This board doesn't have 3.0, it's 2.0 I think for the USB, which are these headers here. These red ones. It might be 3.0. I think the red's the 3.0. But some of these cables you need an adapter to make it work with the board if it isn't built for it. Like this stuff's standardized today. This one's just dirty, but I'm gonna hook it up, and if I get it running, I'll show you what's on it. I'm sure I'll get it running, but I need to figure out which is the main drive. I forgot which one I put it on. It's been so long. But there you have it. That's what I'm doing. Have a good one.